Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning. My name is Todd Gilliard. I am the project director of the Missouri Minority Business Development Agency Business Center. And I would like to welcome you to our fourth annual Tribute to Women Business Leaders Brunch. Thank you. I would also like to welcome you, but I would like to thank our sponsors for this event. We're going to do that right off. That was made it possible for this event to take place this morning. And so let me go down the list. BJC, Ameren, Maryville University, WWT, Worldwide Technology, St. Louis Development Corporation, Regions Bank, and St. Louis County NAACP. Give them a round of applause. We thank you for your support. The Missouri MBDA Center, Business Center, is operated by the Chicago Minority Supplier and Development Council. We are in a network of MBDA centers across the country, funded by the U.S. Department of Commerce. The center works with socially and economic disadvantaged businesses, enterprise, to garner increased funding, contract opportunities, and to increase and retain jobs. Our mission at the center is to strengthen the U.S. economy by helping these businesses create and retain jobs. Not only that, but to build economically valued, social, responsible enterprise businesses and communities. At this time, I would like to introduce our mistress of ceremony, Miss Kelly Hoskins. Kelly Hoskins is an anchor for Fox 2 News. Kelly Hoskins is an award-winning journalist, a two-time Emmy-nominated reporter. Hoskins has her bachelor's degree in education from Fisk University in Nashville, Tennessee. Please join me in welcoming to the stage Miss Kelly Hoskins.
Thank you, thank you. I'm so excited to be here on this Easter weekend. I was just telling my sister we don't have to worry about brunch, so I won't be cooking. We had our brunch here today, and you all look beautiful here today. I'm so excited that we will be honoring dynamic women here in our St. Louis community who are movers and shakers. Someone noticed your work and said, job well done. You deserve the honor. You're not looking for that recognition, but today is your day, and the sun is shining on you. So we welcome you out to the 2024 Minority Business Development Agency Tribute to Women Business Leadership Brunch. First of all, let's all give our honorees a round of applause. Congratulations. I'm so proud, and I'm sure your family and friends are so proud of you as well. Next, we will hear from another powerhouse, our mayor of the city of St. Louis, the Honorable Tashara O. Jones, who will bring us greetings from the city of St. Louis. Mayor.
Hey, good afternoon. Good afternoon. Excuse me while I put on my readers. I'm getting a little older, and sometimes I can't see these little bitty words. Good afternoon again. I am Mayor Tashara O. Jones, and the O stands for Oh So St. Louis. Hey. I am so excited to join the Missouri Minority Business Development Agency for their 4th annual Tribute to Women Business Leaders Brunch. where we recognize distinguished women entrepreneurs, executives, and diversity managers who have made a tremendous impact across the city and our region. And by the way, when we use that word diversity, we use it proudly. I am a DEI mayor. You know what DEI stands for? Duly elected incumbent. Thank you very much. Missouri's MBDA Center does critical work to bring new job opportunities and stronger businesses and communities. And I want to tell you a quick story of my own about when I was a business owner. Back in 1995, my father and I had a harebrained idea that we would open a restaurant. Many of you may remember that restaurant. It was called Sugar's Place, and it was on the corner of Euclid and Washington. We were only open for a year, and I thought politics was cutthroat, but baby, running a small business is a whole other beast. And while I may not have joined the hollow ranks of our awardees today, that experience made me who I am today and sharpened my focus in the years ahead. Because we all know the old saying, Black people have to work twice, sometimes 3 times as hard to get half as much. But when you're Black and in business, it's triple or quadruple the effort to even get on equal footing with our white counterparts. Can I get an amen? But this is just one of the many experiences I bring with me every day when I walk into City Hall. And the people we're honoring today are carrying the tradition, the entrepreneurship, and the ingenuity that activated the Ville years ago, that moved our city into a new and exciting future. But that future must look different than the one we see in the rearview mirror. And I get it. I get the desire to keep looking back. I wish I could go back to my family's old house that we call the big house, the home that raised generations of my family in Hamilton Heights. I wish I could still be that kid dodging the Hodemont bus on Julian or I wish I could still be that kid that stayed outside and played till the street lights came on. But I know, and I'm a parent, and I know firsthand that we have to keep our children close nowadays, right? And we can bring back prosperity to our communities, but we need to think in a different way to make sure the city we leave our babies and our grandbabies is better than the one we inherited. The past can be a template, but it cannot be a how-to guide. To forge a new path is frightening, it's scary. But those in this room today, business leaders who we are here to celebrate and honor, are no stranger to a challenge or to good trouble. After all, opening a business is one of the scariest things you can do. Am I right, Janetta? Right. After all, but here's what the city is doing to support Black businesses. We are investing directly in our community in new and innovative ways, starting with the Northside Economic Empowerment Center based in the historic Sumner High School, which is a one-stop shop for entrepreneurs and existing businesses. And over here at table 9, if you haven't heard, is run by the incomparable Stacy Fowler. See, when I talk about the NEEC, I always talk about Stacy and Nicole. They're like Batman and Robin. So Stacy and Nicole, Stacy and Nicole. The Empowerment Center meets people where they are, and I'm constantly sending businesses over there. It gives St. Louisans the encouragement and the support to chase their dreams of starting a new business, and it takes away all the barriers to expanding businesses. And I'm proud to say that over 2,676 participants visited the Empowerment Center in 2023. Our goal was just 1,000. Over 2,600 people visited. And half of those businesses that we helped were owned by who? Women. We held over 140 technical assistance workshops to ensure people had the knowledge and the necessary skills to build their businesses and attended these workshops. And when Neil Richardson and I, who's the head of SLDC, set out to open the NLC, the NEEC, it was our goal to give the community the services and support that they deserved, not needed, but deserved. And these metrics prove beyond a shadow of a doubt that we are meeting that goal. Putting it in Sumner High School is the embodiment of our shared past as well as new ideas that we're using to support our communities. My administration continues to play an active role in development, ensuring that any tax dollars used on projects produce community benefits. We've worked to ensure that major developments steer funds into improvements in neighborhoods that have been neglected and left behind for decades. We have a standard inclusionary zoning policy for developers of new apartment complexes to expand access to workforce or affordable housing. Companies like Deli Star and Procter & Gamble are expanding in our city and partnering with our schools to ensure that our babies after graduation have a pathway to the middle class. And most importantly, we're making the largest investment in North St. Louis in decades, setting aside more than $250 million in American Rescue Plan Act funds to invest in commercial, residential, and infrastructure projects through our Economic Justice Action Plan. Because after decades of intentional disinvestment, it is no secret that neighborhoods in North St. Louis, like mine, have been left behind. Focusing on investment and attention in these neighborhoods makes our entire city safer. Did you hear me? Focusing on investment and attention in neighborhoods that have been neglected for decades makes our entire city safer, north and south of Del Mar. This is a catalytic investment in our entire city's long-term growth and prosperity, so St. Louis can succeed across racial lines, across zip codes, no matter who you love, how you worship, or any identity you hold. And today, I'm proud to report that the Economic Justice Action Plan is not just a plan collecting dust on a shelf. The Economic Justice Plan is in action. So on 314 Day, I joined members of the St. Louis Development Corporation and our business partners to launch Home STL, the Home Buyer Assistance Program. It's designed to provide home buyer assistance to first-time home buyers seeking to purchase a home in the city of St. Louis with additional assistance if the home is within a HUD qualified census tract. This allows families the opportunity to buy and keep a home in their family for generations. Because I don't know if you know this, but there hasn't been a mortgage generated in North St. Louis in over 15 years. Did you hear me? 15 years. So we have to rebuild a market in North St. Louis, and the Home STL program is doing that because participants in Home STL can get up to $50,000 in home assistance, home buyers assistance for new or rehabbed homes. And to meet capacity building and cash flow needs of small businesses and nonprofits, my administration has invested $2.5 million to create a new loan program that supports this growth and expansion. It's called Scale Up STL. Remember that, Scale Up STL. That provides short-term loans to another program to provide short-term loans and small construction contractors and suppliers serving as vendors to a major employer on a construction project. We have another loan program of $2.5 million called Mobilize STL. So we got all the programs. So please go to St. Louis's website and you'll find all of these programs. And beginning this summer, again, because we're talking about homes, 26 families will move into new homes on Hebert Street in North St. Louis, just off of Grand. And with help from the Community Development Administration, children in Carr Square Village will now see a brand new playground, a new basketball court, and a soccer field at Loretta Hall Park, just north of downtown. And all of this is happening because we believe that development should happen with community, not to the community. All of these ideas came from the community, and we just gave them the money and the resources and the technical assistance to make it happen. That's what government should be doing. We shouldn't be getting in the way. We should get out of the way and let people do their work. So my advice to you, if you'll let me, my advice from all the time that I owned a restaurant to the time that I'm in the mayor's office is learn from your mistakes. Don't try to replicate the past and embrace a new and dynamic future for Black businesses in St. Louis. And I am proud to say that all of this change, all of the things that I have talked about, all of this is happening in partnership with the women and businesses and civic leaders in this room. Thank you and God bless.
On behalf of the Missouri MBDA Center, Mayor, we would like to present you with a merit of our appreciation for all that you do for the city of St. Louis and beyond. The bag. Got more. Got more. Thank you.
Let's give our mayor another round of applause. Definitely deserving of this award here. And all of the information that she provided, I can vouch for. We have a news segment on Fox 2 News called Positively St. Louis. It's the city of St. Louis and SLDC. They're changing lives and changing the community block by block, and they're putting in that money and putting it behind these businesses. And so we're so proud of our mayor and the city of St. Louis. Another round of applause. Congratulations. Now we will have a motivational health moment. Next, we will hear from Dr. Cecil. She's the president and CEO of the St. Louis Health and Wellness. She's the owner at Sunrise and Leah Helen's Home Care Services with a motivational health moment. Let's give her a warm round of applause. Dr. Cecil.
Yeah, you did. She said my name correctly. Hello, and I just followed a really big powerhouse. Let's give it up again for our mayor. A round of applause for our mayor, please, of St. Louis. So I'm Dr. Cecil, and I own At Sunrise, first Black-owned business in Imperial, Missouri. Thank you. I also own Leah Helen's Helping Hands, which is a home care in Sunset Hills, Missouri. And I also own my big baby is the Health and Wellness Center, and I've been an owner there. We're going into our 9th year in Sunset Hills, Missouri. So I'm here today to give you special healthcare moment. First of all, I would like to congratulate today's honorees. If you could, give them a round of applause. Today is a great day for women, and I would like to stress to each and every one of us the importance of taking care of our health and wellness. As lone women, we are natural caregivers of our families, spouses, and employees, and our friends. But today I want to make a vow to take a better care of ourselves and our physical and mental health care. Always be sure to get adequate rest, drink plenty of water, eat nutritious foods, and get regular physical examinations, because as the backbones of our community, it's important for us to take care of ourselves because our health is our wealth. Take care and congratulations, everyone. You're welcome.
Okay, Councilwoman Shalonda Webb could not be here with us this evening, but she sends all of her congratulations to all of the honorees. So we will do a little change in the program, and we're going to move forward with our keynote speaker. At this time, I would like to introduce to some and present to others our keynote for the hour, Constance Jones. She is the Senior Director and Field Services for the National Minority Supplier Development Council, headquartered in New York, New York. It's the country's leading business development organization, which focuses on creating economic parity for systematically excluding communities of color. She is a native of Houston, and she's a wife, a loving mother of three, and she believes in empowering others. While her job keeps her very busy, she makes sure that she focuses on continuing to love businesses in her community after hours, and she participates in several organizations. She has volunteered with the Minority Business Development Agency, the United States Small Business Administration, the Hispanic Chamber of Commerce, the NAACP, the Houston Black Chamber of Commerce, and the National Urban League. Constance is a proud member of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated, and she earned her BS in Business Administration and a BA in Political Science from the University of Southern California. Please join me in welcoming our guest speaker, Ms. Constance Jones.
Thank you. All right, we're going to be lively today. We just heard a lot of great information that the mayor shared with us, and that supports what we're here today for. So let's give that a resounding round of applause, because that was absolutely amazing. I would first like to thank Todd for actually asking me to be your keynote speaker after I have supported this event, I think, for the last couple of years. And actually, he heard me say a couple years ago, I want to be up there. I want to be up there. And look what I manifested. I'm up here. So that is absolutely amazing. So thank you so much, Todd, for allowing me to do that. So I'm just going to hit on a few things today to share with you that I think is very important as we look around and we congratulate these women in Women History Month. One is relationships. You know, relationships must be genuine. They must be with people who hold us accountable and keep us grounded. You know, we talk about the importance of relationships in business and personal and life, but we really use that word lightly, but it's not something that we should. We should really value those relationships and make sure that those that we are making is going to really help us do what we need to do in order to fight this fight. So I encourage you that when you talk about relationships, I met a genuine relationship yesterday in the mall, in line. Had no idea who we were. Didn't know that she was getting honored today, and didn't know I was the keynote speaker, and we just started talking. And then from here on out, we got a relationship, because not only did I meet her yesterday, she's my soror. So we know that we're going to be always connected in one way or the other. The next is the community, right? And your community isn't always the community that you think it is. And I absolutely have to say that my community changed for the best in 1996 when I walked into the Houston Minority Supplier Development Council, and I interviewed with a guy named Richard Andrew Hebner. Yeah, I call him by his full name, government name, because he really taught me something that I had no idea. First of all, Richard Andrew Hebner, he's a white man, heading a minority organization. I looked at that and was like, isn't this an oxymoron? But he taught me more about minority business development, community, and understanding than anyone else who I've had the opportunity of being mentored, and absolutely understanding the best ways to do that. Even now today, he is still one of my great friends. And so I always, when I walk into the room, I represent my community, and I represent it well. I call people by name: LaShondra Lattin, Ruby Reynolds, Vicky Samander, Marchette Turner, my sorors, my sisters, my sister, and everybody else, because I want them to know that the genuine relationship that I have with them, I take them anywhere I go. Anybody ask me, hey, you know somebody who do that? I'm in my Rolodex saying, you know what? I know I have somebody, a friend, a cousin, associate, somebody who can do that. That's the genuine relationships that you actually want to make and have as you move forward throughout this community, because when it matters, they're the people that's going to be there for you, and that's really going to make it count. So let me talk to you about the call of action. NMSDC and other organizations that focus on DEI is under attack. And we are under attack in all ways. It's not just business. They're attacking education. First, they attacked our right to vote. They attacked education. But guess what? It's not up to us as the organization. It's up to each and every one in this room. We need the women. We need the men. We need every gender, every ethnicity to help support what it is that we're trying to do, right? So we can't get there by ourselves. We can definitely make a dent, right? And I encourage you to try to make a dent. But we can't get there by ourselves. So we're going to have to understand and understand how we manipulate this community in order to really be successful for what it is that we're trying to do. So I want to encourage you. NMSDC just recently did an economic impact study, and there were double-digit growth in every community but Black. Y'all should be outraged. I'm outraged, right? And that shows you why. People don't attack things that's not productive. They don't attack things that don't provide for the benefit of others. But guess what? DEI initiatives and supplier diversity is not just for us. It's for every community. Every community benefits because the taxes that the businesses pays, the economic development that's in the world in which we work, live, and play, all that affects everybody, not just us. And we have to understand that these things and the people that are attacking these things, they may look like us, that they may necessarily not be a part of our community, right? But we need to understand that to understand the power and impact that we make. So I really want to encourage you to do something. You mad about it? Do something. What is that something that you do? So, I use my baby. She's online. She's looking at me. She's our youngest. She's 18, freshman at LSU. She say, can you just be a mama? And I was like, I don't know how to do that, baby. What does that entail? So from the very young age, my husband, he's here. And my children would say, oh, you a lot. You a lot. Because when they did something, they said something, did something, respectfully, but I state your position and give me the facts. And they'd be like, what? I want to go to a party. What is you saying? No, state your position and give me the facts. And they would be like, oh my God, what kid goes through this? Fast forward, freshman year at LSU, my baby got in the car. I'm just a proud mama. She got in the car and she was like, Mama, I'm in a class full of people that don't look like me. And the professor don't look like me, and she called on me for something, and I stated the fact in my position. And I stood up, and I was proud. I stuck my chest out, and she was like, I was wrong as four left shoes, but I was confident and stated my position. And I said, yes, I am a proud mother, because what I have tried to teach you, my daughter was always one. She's an athlete. I'm an athlete. And, she was always, if she didn't come in first, she got a participation award. And I would throw it away. She would be hurt. That girl be crushed. Why is you throwing my participation award away? I say, you don't get a participation award in life. Life is not going to give you a participation award. They are not going to recognize you for coming in second. You're going to have to always strive to be first. And not only be first, but be best. And I've always told her, I'm a perfectionist by nature, but I don't want you to work on being perfect. I want you to work on being excellent. So as you stood up there and you was giving all the wrong answers, you gave it in excellence. And for that, Mama will always be proud. So understand it matters what we tell our children and how we help them understand and navigate this way, because, Todd and I were talking the other day at dinner, and we were talking about kids get their news different. They get their news off TikTok and all that, and I'm like, yes, they do. So she called me the other day, and she was like, Mama, I went to a speech, and they was talking about DEI, and I was interested, and I woke up. And she was like, but I don't understand what they were saying. I was like, why not? You was born in DEI. You you was born and I was working in the organization. So what does it mean? She say, I understand it when you talk about it, but I don't understand it when they talk about it. I said, well, did you ask questions? Did you try to figure out what the understanding was different? And she was like, absolutely not. I said, why? Because mama didn't teach you to be scared of nothing. Right? So why you didn't ask? Why you asking me? I'm not the one with the answer that you're seeking. And so she was like, oh, can you just give me the answer? And I was like, absolutely not. I'm not ever giving you the answer. And so she went back to him and she was like, thanks a lot, Mama. You got me on a panel. And I was like, what happened? She was like, because I fought back. Thank you, daughter. Thank you. Thank you for knowing your position and place in life and absolutely understanding how to carry this message forward. So I just want to say to you, women, especially us in the audience that are getting recognized today, I really appreciate the work that you are doing in the community, but it's bigger than us. We have to be able to expand our message, our thoughts, our understanding outside of us and be able to make it beneficial and special. So I'm going to tell you a personal testimony, not for oohs and ahs, but just so that you know the amazement of what I'm talking about. Less than 18 months ago, I coded twice. I was in a coma for a month, could not walk or talk when I woke up. I'm here today, baby. That's a blessing all in itself. And not only am I walking and talking, I am continuing to spread the word when people around me thought that they could do something to me while I was down and out. This is a calling. This is a calling that has been touched by somebody that none of you will ever understand. I am not looking or seeking anybody's approval for who I am or what I do. That is all coming from somewhere that none of y'all will be able to touch. So I say that to say it's okay to be different. It's okay to be uniquely yourself, and it's okay for you to be, for you to have confidence. I'm not egotistical. I got a community that makes sure they keep me on my toes. However, I do have the ability to know that what I am doing is a blessing that I have from God that allows me to continue to let my light shine. And it's going to continue to shine wherever I go. So with that, women, I congratulate you on the wonderful job that you are doing in this community. I encourage you to keep going. I encourage you to talk to the youth. Let them understand that, those terms, being bossy, assertive, it leads to leadership skills. I was all that. I was all that. My mama was like, girl, you was a handful. Absolutely. And look where I'm at today. All because I was that handful. So I want to encourage you to look at the way that we communicate to ourselves and to others and those around us. And just make sure that we are encouraging each other to do the work that we're set out here to do, not just for us in our community, but for the communities above. So with that, thank you so much and congratulations.
Thank you for those wonderful and inspiring words. And on the behalf of the Missouri MBDA, we would just like to present you with some token of our esteem and appreciation for your encouraging words. Thank you. The box too. The box. Hold on, one more. No. Carrie's. Go ahead, sir.
Let's give her another round of applause for those inspiring words, inspirational, each one reach one, encouraging all of our business owners to continue to keep on keeping on. Thank you so much, Ms. Jones. Exciting. At this time, I would like for Mr. Tom Gilliard to come to the stage with me. Todd. Stayed up here, Todd. All right, now is the time that we've all been waiting for to honor our business leaders here, recognition that all your friends and family are so proud of you today to showcase all of your talents, ladies and gentlemen. Let's give them another round of applause for our honorees. The first woman business leader that we would like to showcase today is Stacy Fowler. She is the Senior Vice President, President of Minority and Small Business Empowerment with the St. Louis Development Corporation. Let's watch the video first.
I spent the most time working for St. Louis Agency on Training and Employment, which is SLATE, which is the Workforce Development Agency. So I stayed with SLATE for about 13 years. And then I ended up at SLDC. I ended up being the Compliance Specialist Manager, working with people, contractors, subcontractors, doing construction work in the city of St. Louis. What I do here at NNEC, because of the Economic Justice Action Plan that was written and the reorganization of the St. Louis Development Corporation, and so that's where this center came out of that plan for us to provide direct services to help people start, grow, and sustain businesses out in the community. So the center opened up on January 1 of 2022. We've been open for a year and a couple of weeks. In our first year from 2022 to 2023, we saw over 2,000 people and we served 1,120 businesses, most of them being women and the majority of them being home-based micro enterprises. So the Northside Economic Empowerment Center is powered by SLDC, which stands for St. Louis Development Corporation. And of course, they are the economic development arm for the city of St. Louis, and they support us supporting small and minority businesses in the community. I was excited. I quickly called the team and said, guess what? Here's another award that's coming for the work that we're doing in the community. There is no way that I, as an individual, could do all of the things that are happening out of the center and that we're doing in the community. It takes a team of individuals, and they're behind me on the front line doing the work daily. We were extremely excited because I am just the person who gets to accept the award, but the award is really for the team because we do this together.
Congratulations, Stacy Fowler. Here you go. You want to say a few words?
Thank you, Kelly. Thank you. I am truly honored and humbled to receive this award and to join the past recipients. I would like to give a very special thanks to Todd and the MBDA for selecting me as one of the 2024 Tribute to Women Business Leaders. I would like to also congratulate all of this year's honorees, each of whom strive to assist and support businesses to thrive in our city. Thank you to my wonderful executive director, president, CEO, Neil Richardson of SLDC, which provides me the opportunity to serve in this space, to engage, to empower, and to help businesses execute within the city of St. Louis business ecosystem. And as you saw in my video, I can't do this work by myself, but I have been very blessed to basically garner a wonderful team of people who help us make this impact in our community what it is. And if I can leave you with 7 real quick things that have helped me throughout this journey and path that I've been on, how to deal when things seem difficult and when things are happening. The first one is failure is necessary to grow. You're gonna make some mistakes, you're gonna fall down, but you dust yourself off and you learn from that, right? Difficult times are necessary. Life isn't linear. It's gonna go up, it's gonna go down, it's gonna go sideways, but you gotta know that you can make it through because you're not gonna quit. And I'm not gonna quit. As long as I have wonderful people back there who are supporting what we're doing in the community, I will be fine. But the other thing is change is constant. It's not variable. It is going to happen. What we have to do is learn from it, look at the situation, and understand that we can focus on change and discovering and learning how we become better. Problems aren't always negative. Sometimes that allows you to be innovative and be creative. So you got to figure out how to find the solution for the problem. The sixth thing is energy is finite. Invest it wisely. People will draw from you and you have nothing left. But you got to know where to put that energy so you can be the most productive. And then the last thing, be grateful. Be grateful for the things that you get to do. I am so grateful that I get to serve in this space and do the things I do. So thank you so much, and congratulations to all the honorees.
You can tell she has her fan base with her here today. Congratulations once again. Next, we would like to honor Ms. Shay Gillespie. She's the Regional Diversity Business Development Manager for Worldwide Technology, and in this capacity, Shay is responsible for the overall diversity strategy and creating new businesses opportunities within global customers and partners. Please roll the video.
I grew up in downtown St. Louis, Car Square Village, so it was a housing authority project. Worldwide Technology is the largest minority business enterprise in the country in terms of revenue. We are approaching $20 billion in annual revenue. So I'm responsible for the diversity strategy in a number of states: Texas, Oklahoma, Louisiana, Arkansas, Kansas, Iowa, Nebraska, and Tennessee. My role is to meet with the procurement agencies, to meet with the sales diversity folks, and to build my relationships so that we can earn, opportunities to bid on projects and opportunities within those corporations. So there's a number of industries that I have to be well versed in. Oil and gas, for example, utility industry, healthcare, manufacturing, retail, food and beverage. There's so many entities that you really have to understand, at least from a high level, not necessarily in the weeds to be the expert, because that's why I call my engineer, to get our customers to just bait, if you will, to be enticed to want to do work with Worldwide Technology. You know what? When I found out that I was awarded this honor, I really was shocked, first and foremost. It's just a blessing to work with people that I love and that inspire me to know that maybe, possibly, I've inspired someone. So I was very thankful for the nomination, and I'm happy to attend the event. I'm looking forward to it.
Ms. Shay Gillespie. Let's give her a round of applause.
Todd didn't tell me that I was supposed to speak. I thought I was just going to be scooted off like Sandman Sims. Anyway, thank you so much for this honor. I am from Car Square Village. I heard there was going to be a playground, so I grew up downtown St. Louis. Yes, yes. And I put a short bio on, so if you read that, it doesn't give the full gasp of who I am. I actually have 3 degrees, and I am a member of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated. Thank you. And I do want to say thank you to everyone here. I really feel inspired. Anything that I do, I'm inspired so much by the people around me. So I grew up, poverty. And I knew from an early age that that would not be my life. Like, I knew I was leaving. Like, you could not tell me I was not leaving. And so I'm still hood. I can still take this off. I'm still hood, but I can be corporate as well. But I do want to say thank you to everyone that is here. Thank you for the nomination. Thank you, Todd. Thank you, Terry. Thank you to everyone here. My table. So normally I invite my husband and my kids to everything, but for this honor, I wanted to bring in some dynamic women that are in my life. So each of these women at this table, please stand up, because you all could be up here accepting this award. I'm telling you, if you knew the women, if they stick around and get to know them, there are CEOs at the table, they are bosses, global bosses. One just won an award in Africa. So I say that to say that I surround myself with people who inspire me every day. And my baby, I have a son, he has Down syndrome. He is the love of you guys don't understand the love that this boy and I share, right? That's my baby. I love him so much. I love my baby so much. So thank you, everyone. Thank you, everyone, for this honor. I appreciate it.
Congratulations once again, Shay Gillespie, surrounding herself with greatness. That's what it's all about. Next, we would like to honor Janetta Hawkins. She's the president. She's the president and founder of Personal Touches by Janetta Incorporated. You can take a look at all these beautiful decorations here. Speaks for itself here. Let's roll the video here.
I had started selling floral arrangements on the side, and so I decided, you know what, I like this and I want to pursue it. We started the company in 1988 in April. I quit my corporate job and I hit the ground running. We are a special event design, production, and special event rental company. One of the doors that opened for us was the MetroLink. We had the pleasure to work on the grand openings for all of the MetroLink stations. We are happy to announce that we have secured the land adjacent to where we're currently located. With these new development plans, we are looking to bring in a new conference center, a very boutique-ish conference center, retail space. We're going to have a ballroom that is going to be immaculate. We'll have another ballroom that's going to be very, very high tech. We're looking at bringing in a kid event center for 13-year-olds where children can just be children, and it'll be themed party rooms. And also a wedding planetarium, observatory where people can get married, and a bed and breakfast. The space is going to be phenomenal. It's going to be the special event district, and we are calling it Downtown North. And anytime you are acknowledged amongst your peers, it's always good. And to know that I don't look like what I've been through, and to inspire another entrepreneur that's sitting in the audience right now, to let them know to hold on, take it a day at a time, and just keep going, keep moving, keep pushing. My favorite tagline is, if you quit, you can't win, and if you win, you don't quit.
Janetta Hawkins, step it out on faith. You just have a little faith, God would open up so many doors, Janetta.
Oh my God. Kim, you did a great job. Thank you. So my 6-year-old, Mari, wanted to come up here, and I will ask Mari. I promised her I try to keep my word as a grandmother and as a mother. I try. But Mari, come on up. Hurry. All right, come on up. This is why I work so hard, y'all. Day and night. Work. This is why we work. First of all, so stand next to your cousin. All right. So first of all, I want to give glory to God because that's who gets all the credit in our lives and in our family. And before I get too far, I want to acknowledge my village and my tribe. And these people, they keep me honest, grounded, and informed. I am a diva, but trust and believe, I can't go too far because I have sisters in my life and brothers in my life that will snatch me back so fast and keep me grounded and say, did you forget where you came from? You know, the Dirty D, East St. Louis, all of that, you know, downtown. But anyway, I want to thank them. They traveled far and near, and they're here to support me today, and I am so grateful for them. And I also, not last, but certainly not, pardon me, last but certainly not least, I want to ask you to please love on my children and my grandchildren. Please stand. I'm going to tell you, these people here, they work hard for you. I call them day and night and ask them, I say, Mom needs, Granny needs, can you come and put on 950 chair covers? My grandkids go, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. So they did not apply for the job, but however, they're in a gang and you can't get out, it's for life. But they do. They love what they do, and they support this business, not so that it could grow, but they love you. They want you to shine. Anybody that has ever hired us, they know, Mr. Bowman's over there, we always, always have you in mind. And so with that being said, I absolutely love my children and my grandchildren. Oh, I love them so much, girl. I feel you, girl, over there talking about your baby. Miss Shay, I feel you. Oh, I felt that, yes, and that's how I feel about these. But I absolutely love them. But here on the stage with me, and this one right here is not going to let me go far at any time soon. But I want to introduce you all to Miss Kaylee. Kaylee is the brainchild behind the Kids Zone event experience. She's 10 years old. 10 years old, next generation. So, excuse me, she's 11 years old, okay. Granny just had a little moment, I'm sorry. You want to say hello?
Hi.
You want to say hello?
Hi.
All right. And you are how old?
Hi.
How old are you? How old are you?
5.
Okay, she's 5 years old. So what I wanted to tell you is this is the reason why I work so hard. And I love them, but Kaylee, she's 11 years old, correction. She is the youngest future MBDA recipient for next year. I just wanted to let you know we're going to keep our eyes on Miss Kaylee. She loves people and her family. She loves animals. She says she wants to have a farm one day, and she also cares about the planet. And so, and she's also, both of my babies here, all of my babies here, they inspire me. You're truly inspiration for your grandmother. And I wanted them to know that they could stand on my shoulders. And that I'm here standing tall for them, but I'm standing on many of your shoulders that are in this room right now today. And you're standing on the shoulders of those that came before you as well. And so with that dynamic happening, we're all lifted up together. And we all know the view is different from the top than it is from the bottom. And so I just want to share just a little bit with you guys. We know that life is but a dream, right? Most of the things, and all these engineers and architects are in this room today, and it's very appropriate. Everything that we see and touch today started with a dream. It started with a vision. And then you start putting pen to paper. Then you start planning and doing all of your due diligence. And then you start raising money. No. And then you start the planning process and the building process. Well, I wanted to let you know I was not planning to be a developer. I was planning to retire. But one night in my cozy, cozy bed, snug, comfy, I had a dream. I had a dream and I had a vision. So let me tell you a little bit about that dream. So I had a dream that Old North neighborhood, and Shay, I'm loving you even more, girl. You're right in the heart of what I'm talking about. I had a dream that the Old North neighborhood was the Northern Light. It was a special event district, downtown North, in my dream, that housed venues where everyone celebrated momentous occasions, that people traveled from all over the world to come and visit this location. People got married there. People celebrated birthdays there. They went to concerts there. And some of them just chilled out by the fountain, which is called the Prayer Fountain. I had a dream, y'all. This dream was all inclusive. We partnered with African American farmers who provided farm to table food, fresh food, for all of our event spaces, all the restaurants, and the Kids Zone culinary party rooms. We partnered with partners like, and this is in my dream now, we partnered with the Arch Foundation and CAM and St. Louis Symphony that created experiences for tomorrow's young artists and musicians. You all didn't know I played the violin, did you? My teacher made me quit before I got good. That's what happened. But I played the piano and I played the violin, but he really did say, I think you need to find another calling, baby. This is not yours. My feelings was hurt. I'm still talking about it. I'm almost 60. I'm still talking about that. That's a wound. But I had a dream. I had a dream that we partnered with the St. Louis Science Center, the zoo, the Butterfly House, in order to create or recreate, the Amazon rainforest. Yes. And they provided high-powered telescopes for kids to see. I'm sorry, pardon me. Let me back this up because I want to get this right. We had partners like the Butterfly House. I'm sorry, I keep apologizing, but pardon me. The St. Louis Zoo and the Butterfly House in order to recreate the Amazon rainforest and to provide high-powered telescopes for the Kids Zone rooftop observation deck. See, that was worth correcting, correct? All right, they're worth it. And partners like BJC that kept us safe while we partied like rock stars. All right, I had a dream. I had a dream that no one was left behind because opportunities were created for anyone with a passion for hospitality. From retirees on their second act in life, to working parents, to high school kids looking to build careers doing something that they love and being well compensated for it with benefits so that they do not have to choose between groceries and health care for their families. All right, there you go. Come on, let's get it. Let's go. All right, now listen, I know this dream was big. It is, it's a big dream. But I know one thing for certain, that together, we can make this dream a reality. We really can, and it's our community. We are worth investing in our community. The mayor just said that. She just said all of that. So going through this process, receiving this award, has helped me realize that not only did I have a dream, I realized that I am the dream, that I'm the one that I've been looking for, that I'm the one that my grandmother, my mother, her mother dreamt about. I'm the one that they prayed for. And so just like I'm the dream, so are you. I love you. Thank you, MBDA. Thank you, Hill Hawkins family. Thank you all for the support that you've put in our families for the past 36 years. I love you. God bless.
Congratulations once again, Janetta Hawkins. All right, thank you, Ms. Hawkins. Each one reach one, each one teach one. They're going to remember this day forever. So it's so important to inspire our youth. Thank you. And you have a big dream here. I'm looking forward to see it coming to reality. Next, we will honor Valerie Patton. She's the Chief Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion Officer and President of the Greater St. Louis Foundation, Greater St. Louis. Let's roll the video.
So in 2020, after some years of planning, we came together to form Greater St. Louis Inc., which is a 15-county regional economic development engine, 8 counties in Illinois, 7 in Missouri. We consist of the St. Louis Regional Chamber, Arch to Park, Alliance STL, Civic Progress, and Downtown STL. We had to create this one region, one unified voice for the business community, because we have in the past been very fragmented, very segregated around what we do, how we do it, who we do it for. Economic development, for many, has many different definitions. So are we creating opportunity, access, and equity for all? We need our Asian, Black, Latinx, white, disabled. We need all those communities contributing to growing the economic base for community. I am very proud to be a Black woman in America. I wouldn't want to be anything else. But I also, being a woman of God, my living will be in vain if I don't reach back and help and share what I know and what's been presented to me. Because everything that's presented to me is a gift. So to receive this honor humbles me quite a bit, because I just do what I do. And that's just to help people have better lives through transformation and change.
All right, Ms. Valerie Patton, and she said it, she's do what you do, changing lives, including everyone, a powerhouse in St. Louis.
Thank you so much. I'm very humbled, honored, and blessed to be with you this afternoon. Each and every one of you have touched me in some way or another. This is a we thing, not a me thing. So this is your award just as much as it would be mine. Giving all the honor and praise to my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. I'm just a little overwhelmed. And for some of the people in the room that know me are saying, ooh-wee. I'm at that point in time, it's time to change seasons. And it's time to let the youngins do what they do. But in changing seasons doesn't mean I go away. It just means that I serve in a different way. So it is with great, I come from a grandmother, my paternal grandmother was an entrepreneur. So I was introduced to entrepreneurship at a very early age. For those of us that think we're grown, you would say that she was a salon owner. But she was just a hairdresser in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. And my paternal grandfather was a construction worker. and my maternal grandmother was a domestic on Miami Beach. And my maternal grandfather taught the men how to read and write in the paint factory that was a non-OSHA paint factory in Miami, Florida. My dad, if he was still alive, we would be calling him Mr. Goodwill, because he helped everybody that came his way. And my 90-year-old mother, who is who she is, helped many a child here in this region as the chief juvenile officer at the family court in the city of St. Louis. So all I know how to do is work hard, play hard, and love hard. But for all my sorors of Delta Sigma Theta in the room today, you are part of that. All my sisters are AKA. I know a couple of them too. So all my brothers of the Divine Nine that raised me at table number 5, as my daddy was a big Q. So it's all right, my other brothers, y'all all right, y'all all right, y'all all right, y'all all right, y'all all right. But like I said, I could actually call names of many in this room. You are the wind beneath my wings. So there's somebody in the room I am going to call out, only because I'm probably getting ready to cry. Anybody that really knows me knows I'm a big crybaby. But she will be coming soon to this podium. And she went through probably the legacy and the biggest piece of the work that I've done around minority leadership development. And there's many of them sitting in the room today. But she reminded me that when she went through the program, she had an opportunity before her. And she was fretting, as many of us do, about, should I do it? I need to. And I told her, only in the way that I tell people things, girl, you better go do that. So you'll hear a lot more about her in a few minutes. And she said that she loved me, and she thanked me for being that person to say, go do it. So if I leave anything with you today, ain't nothing out here you can't do. Nothing. Nothing. And leaving you with the African proverb, I am because you are. Because you are, I am. I sincerely, from the bottom of my heart, thank you, because I would not be standing here if not for you. Thank you.
All right, Miss Valerie Patton, an inspiration for us all, inspiring us, encouraging us to continue it. You heard it. There's nothing out there that you can't do. You heard it right there. Thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, join me. Oh, I gotta do this. One more second. Next, we'll have Jacqueline Randolph. She's the NBA Executive Director of the Ambulatory Service at Barnes-Jewish Hospital. Now let's roll the video.
I am a native of St. Louis, and I started my career in healthcare at Christian Hospital Northeast as a paramedic. Ambulatory services comprises multiple outpatient services, including resident clinics, endoscopy services, pain management, diabetes, primary care, women's care, psychiatry, a variety of outpatient services. My role is to be the strategist, to strategize and have a vision for outpatient services, to lead a team of 20 or more managers for underserved populations and patients requiring procedures in an outpatient environment. So our underserved communities would include patients that are under-resourced or don't have the level of insurance, healthcare insurance, for the care that they need. Honestly, I thought they had the wrong Jackie Randolph. I was like, are you sure you're the right person? Just little old me. So it really was an honor. I was very humble to know that the work that I just do every day, like you said, running around, just doing those things, would be recognized outside of the scope of, my organization. I was proud, of course, but very excited, humble, and really a way to make my team proud. So, thank you.
All right, let's welcome to the stage Jacqueline Randolph. Congratulations.
Thank you so much. Good afternoon, everyone. And I'm just going to be honest. Where's Valerie? Where'd she go? So it is an honor to be here. First, Terry, I want to thank him for the nomination, but Ms. Valerie Patton, who just left this stage, was that person that said to me one day, you better do it. You can do it. What else you gonna do if you don't do that? So I am very thankful for her. As I stated, it's just little old me. I'm a native of St. Louis. My mom was an evangelist, and I always wondered why she was so busy helping other people. I do it because I have a passion to help others. We all know that equity and equality is two different things, and if not us, then who? So I really just want to say thank you. I don't do it by myself. I have a very strong family support team that's over there, along with my husband. And I have a fabulous, fabulous team that I work with. And it is just a nonstop journey. People have to understand healthcare. There is a need for health literacy. If they don't understand, we'll never have healthier communities. So my focus on underserved populations and under-resourced communities will continue. And as I stand here today, I know I look tired. As I stand here today, I'm also proud to share that on Tuesday, April 2nd, I will be opening under the encompasses of BJC Healthcare, the first dedicated sickle cell treatment center in the St. Louis metropolitan area. We need that. We need that, and that comes after a long journey of community focus groups and me not getting home to 7:30 or 8 o'clock at night after being beat up by the community saying you guys aren't doing what you say you're gonna do, and we don't get the treatment that we need. So we heard the voices of the city of St. Louis. We heard the voices of North County, where we are starting to see a decline in medical services. And I am so proud to be standing next to my vice president, who happens to be the chief operating officer, and she looks like me, cutting a ribbon on April 2nd to say, here is the space that we promised the St. Louis area to care for that patient population. So thank you so much.
Congratulations once again. Be careful what you say in front of a news reporter. We heard it right here. Breaking news. We'll be sure that we have our station there for that opening. Congratulations. Such an important topic there, so thank you so much. Next, we will honor Danita Smith. She's the owner of My Blooming Health. Let's watch her video.
My Blooming Health actually started as a blog. Started the blog back in, I want to say around 2011, 2012. And plenty of blogs and vlogs, so videos on YouTube on how to care for yourself, how to care for a loved one, things of that sort, what signs to look for, how to manage your health when you're in a hospital, that sort of thing. So just trying to educate to allow people to bloom their own health, to take more accountability. My background actually started in high school. We had a high school vocational LPN program. So I was able to obtain my CNA and become an LPN prior to graduating high school. So I just continued on to that from there. Went to community college in Godfrey, Wilson Clark, and obtained my associates in nursing for my registered nurse. Went on to get my bachelor's through McKendree College, well, it's now McKendree University, and that's in Lebanon, Illinois, and then my master's in business here at Webster, here in St. Louis. I was working in a community hospital. Our goal was to focus on length of stay, unnecessary admissions, so bringing together My Blooming Health, our blog, along with what I've learned through my master's, my MBA program, brought it together, saw that the need was patients needed lab testing and radiology testing that they're not following through with once they're discharged from the hospital. So brought those two together and formed My Blooming Health Lab. So we currently have 3 phlebotomists and myself and 1 PRN RN. We do both traveling and we have patients come to our walk-in service center. So we're here in Oberlin, Missouri, on Woodson Road, 2040 Woodson Road here in Oberlin, Missouri. And we allow patients to come in by appointment only for drug screens, blood testing, TB skin testing, and of course we more recently started our IV infusion center. Well, I was extremely excited. Todd Gilliard gave me a call and he gave me the great news that my name came up at the table, and based off of the community efforts that I have completed over the years, that I was a nominee. So I was more than excited. So thank you all.
Congratulations, Ms. Danita Smith.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Woo, this is a beautiful crowd, so I'm a tad bit nervous, but let me just say I would not be on this stage if it wasn't for God ordaining my steps. So listen to your heart, everyone, okay? I grew up in BJC. BJC as an RN, started there back in '98, so I am so excited to see BJC on our sponsor list today. So thank you for all that you've done. The young people in the room, I can only encourage you to continue to move forward, whatever organization that you decide to get into, what school you decide to go to, take advantage of every opportunity. Listen to those who have the experience. Don't just say, oh, I know this, because it makes sense in your head. Take the advice and move forward. So I do want to, while I'm up here, I want to just shout out a couple of people if I can, if that's okay. I do want to say thank you to Todd, Dr. Angelia, Allen, those of you at the table who nominated me and selected me for this award, because this stage means everything. You guys had Tashara, the mayor of St. Louis, here to give us some insight on what the purpose is for our small businesses here in St. Louis. So I'm excited to be on this stage, and I thank you all. I want to shout out my sister Gigi. She's somewhere. Here she is, okay? She has been one of the backbones for My Blooming Health. We started back in 2013, and she was there when the very first phone call came through. And she's still there with me today. So I thank you. She's been wonderful. She is my sister, so it hasn't been all rainbows and sunshine. But she has been a phenomenal support, so I thank her. I thank my honey Travis for bringing me here. He's been an intricate part of the most challenging part of My Blooming Health. I've been doing this for 10 years. It does not get easier. Someone mentioned that. It does not get easier. This is not an easy road. The video makes it sound very concise, like it was just a thought, it happened, and now I'm here on stage. It's a challenge, so you need people to be your support team. All of those who brought someone here with you, thank them. We need them. We need your support. We thank you for being here for us. I want to say thank you to those at my table. Pam Ford, one of my good friends, CPA. If you guys need her, it's tax time. Look her up, F-O-R-D. She's phenomenal. And please, most definitely, Dr. Christy Jenkins, who's in the room, naturopathic doctor. If you guys need that natural journey of your health, natural health solutions, she's in St. Charles, Asia Spa with her daughter Sierra. They're at the table with the cowboy hats. Okay, they've been busy today, and they still came out to support. So I appreciate everybody's love and support. I thank you all for the award. Thank you for presenting. And I think that's all I have. Oh, let me just tell you really quick to find me. Why do you need me? My Blooming Health. We bring the lab to you. So if any of you guys need your blood work and it's too busy for you to get into the lab, number one, you can still come to me. We're in Overland, Woodson Road. You can still come to me. However, I will come to you. So I'll meet you at your job. I'll meet you at your home. If you have an elderly, you're just too busy, it's a quick 10-minute procedure. Get your blood work done. 75% of diagnoses are made based off of your blood work. You have to get your blood work done. Just because you haven't seen a doctor doesn't mean you're healthy, okay? So let's take care of that piece. And last but not least, if I can just say this, May 18th, Saturday, it's the day before May Day Parade, we're having our Urban League Guild Health Fair at Hopewell Church, 915 North Taylor. It'll be from 10 to 2. I need to see everybody's face there. There will be some preventative services there. We're checking blood pressures, we're checking blood sugars, we're checking cholesterol. We want to make sure everybody's healthy. There's a slew of resources, health resources. We need you, St. Louis, to take better care of your health, okay? And again, if you want that natural path, natural health solutions, so you can go see them as well. But come on out to the health fair. Thank you all.
All right, thank you so much for all of your service to our community. You can give her a round of applause. Thank you. Congratulations once again, Ms. Danita. Now it's time that we honor Ms. Michelle Tucker. She's the president and CEO of the United Way of Greater St. Louis. Please roll the video.
Well, I took a very non-traditional path to the nonprofit sector. Actually, I spent the first 20 years of my career in corporate America. I was focused on management and building out teams for the first 10 years, and then the second half of that career journey, I was focused on managing our philanthropic, giving, and community impact efforts. And that's where I got to know the community up close and personal. After working as a funder of nonprofits and getting to know them and sitting on boards, I decided to step closer to a mission and closer to the ground. In 2019, so it's been about 5 years now, I've been president and CEO of the United Way of Greater St. Louis, so I am just extremely passionate about the space. One of the reasons why I stepped forward was to help to become a bridge between the corporate environment and the nonprofit sector. And so it was really bringing businesses and nonprofits together, speaking the same languages, and just planning together. And bringing the two together, I think that the key to that is understanding that a healthy community is what makes for a healthy business. United Way of Greater St. Louis funds over 160 agencies on an annual basis. And that network of agencies, they work together collectively to impact the community. One of the very unique things about our United Way is that we are one of the #1 fundraising campaigns in the nation. In fact, for the last 4 years, we have been #1. And it just speaks to the generosity of the St. Louis community. My reaction on being honored was sincere gratitude. I'll tell you that to be honored for something I am so incredibly passionate about, I can't ask for anything better. And it's an honor to be recognized among so many great professionals.
All right, let's give her a round of applause as she comes to the stage, Ms. Michelle Tucker.
Good afternoon. So we weren't told that we were given remarks today, but I will be brief. The first thing I thought about was the fact that it takes a village. I say that a lot. It takes a village. It takes a village to drive success in the community. It takes a village to have a vision to push forward and to feel like you can be successful in life. And I'll tell you, as I thought back to what that village looked like, I think about, every one of you in this room, and I think about, first of all, I'm from East St. Louis, And so I want to let you know that I'm representing the Metro East, the East Side. But as I think about the street that I grew up on, I think about those neighbors, the extended family that helped to raise me, that helped me to see a broader vision than what I may not have seen had it not been for entrepreneurs, had it not been for teachers, had it not been for those who worked for labor unions, those who were just a part of the very fabric of the community, those who showed me examples of success and pushed me to do more and more. That was a part of my village. The village that sits here with me today, I look out across the room and I see my family members, my mom, my siblings, my husband, my friends, my coworkers. That's my village. I look across this entire room and I see each of these faces that are so familiar to me. We've seen each other, we know each other, we are in community with each other. You are a part of my extended village. So I stand before you today. We would not be the successful United Way that we are today. And you heard me say we are #1 in the nation out of 900 United Ways. I say that because it speaks to the power of this community, each and every one of you, the supporters of the effort that raises nearly $70 million each and every year. And these are people at the grassroots level for the most part. When we talk about companies supporting us, we're talking about the people that make up the companies coupled with what the companies contribute. So it's each and every one of you making up what we are contributing to this local community. I thank you. I want to thank Todd and the team for recognizing me today. I want to say congratulations to those awardees who are being recognized today among the 8 of us. Congratulations to you. But it's always a surprise to me when I receive an award and I feel like, this is something I get to do. I get to do this work. I get to help people. So to wake up every day and to live your passion and to feel like it is my purpose, I just say thank you every day. So I want to thank you all for having me today, and thank you for the award. It's an absolute pleasure to do what I'm able to do. Thank you.
Congratulations once again, Ms. Michelle Tucker. Our next honoree is Veronica Walton, MBA. She's a senior supplier diversity specialist at Ameren, where she leads diverse supplier inclusion strategies for the facility management and construction and professional services segments. Let's roll the video.
Well, I actually started out as an entrepreneur. So I'm actually an entrepreneur turned advocate. I ran a marketing firm for several years, and in that process, during that journey, I discovered Ameren. Ameren discovered me. My basic duties are to negotiate access for diverse suppliers to participate in Ameren's supply chain. We procure millions of dollars in products and services, and it is my job to scour the country to find the best and the brightest diverse suppliers to compete for some of those contracts. We work with certified diverse suppliers. Once we know that they are certified and they are owned, controlled, and operated by either a minority or a woman-owned business, veteran, service-disabled veteran, or LGBTQIA, we basically vet them, look at fit and capacity, capability. Diversity is a core value at Ameren, so it makes it really easy for me to do the work that I do in supplier diversity. Our doors are always open to diverse suppliers of all sizes. And over the years, I'm proud to say that I've been able to negotiate access for diverse suppliers to the tune of upwards of $95 million. I have great passion for working with the MBDA, so to receive that phone call and say that I'm being honored for the work that I do was a tremendous honor. I was excited. I was honored. I've worked with them as a volunteer over the years, and this is, I would say, a labor of love. But to have someone like Todd Gilliard and his team to call me and say, Veronica, we want to recognize you for the work that you do in this space, it meant the world. My family is proud. Some of my community members are proud, and I'm very proud as well.
All right, let's give her a round of applause as she comes to the stage and give us some inspiring words. Congratulations.
Thank you, Kelly. Well, wow, you all do look good from up here. Good afternoon. I'm Veronica Walton, Senior Supplier Diversity Specialist with Ameren, and I'd like to first thank Todd Gilliard and his team for selecting me for this prestigious honor. To have the Minority Business Development Agency to contact you and tell you that they see you and they see your work is amazing, and for that, I thank you. I'd also like to thank my family and friends who are here today to support me. Right here at this front table, just wave your hands. I love you all. Thank you for that. And my boss, Byron Witherspoon, who plucked me out of Washington, D.C. area to come here to my hometown to work in this capacity is amazing. Thank you all. Last year, I was sitting right here at this lovely luncheon conversing with a lady at my table when we introduced ourselves and I shared with her who I am and what I do at Ameren. I said, yes, I'm in supplier diversity at Ameren. She said, what is that? I told her, well, my job at Ameren is to go out and find the best and the brightest diverse-owned businesses and introduce them to decision makers for the possibility of doing business with Ameren. She was floored. She said, I can't believe that. I never knew that that was a thing. I never heard of this, and this makes me feel really good about Ameren. I told her, I agree. Number one, I can't believe that Ameren pays me to do this awesome work. And number two, this also makes me feel really good about Ameren. It is a real honor and privilege to be able to find and advocate for women business leaders like Nicole Adewale of Abna Engineering, a woman-owned business that does engineering work for Ameren near our power plants, like Jessie Bailey of North American Helicopter, a woman-owned business that flies helicopters, assessing our transmission lines for areas of opportunity. Women entrepreneurs like Luznell Haberberger of Luzco Technology, whose engineering firm performs work on Ameren's transmission lines. And like Sue Bhatia, she's the founder and chairwoman of Rose International, whose firm provides staffing and talent solutions globally, and they're right here in Chesterfield, and they also work with Ameren. Certainly there are women business leaders like within this room and around the country who are doing amazing things. So in honor of Women's History Month, we salute you all. Thank you, Todd, and each of you at the MBDA who do this important work. We appreciate all that you do, and on behalf of all of us at Ameren, we are honored to be your partners in success. Thank you.
All right, congratulations once again for all of our honorees. Let's give them a round of applause. Before I turn this program over to Todd, I want to thank Dr. Angelia Beals, Todd, and this wonderful organization for extending this invitation to be the mistress of ceremonies here today. Today, I think Shay said it the best, that, you know, we surrounded ourselves here with greatness here today. Ms. Patton encouraging us to continue to keep on keeping on. I'm so inspired. I'm so glad that I had an opportunity to be in this room today. Congratulations once again, and thank you for coming out. I now want to turn this over to Todd.
I said if I don't turn nothing up first. Don't leave just yet. We'd like to thank you, MBD. We have a token of our esteem, and we'd like to thank you for hosting this event today. Thank you very much. I'd like to say this. This was a wonderful event, and you know, this is our 4th annual. And when we started this, it was a suggestion that we honor women during this history, during this Women's Month. And as we started to put together, we worked together to look out to say, who would these women be? And then we said, listen, why don't we let our clients choose? So our clients have chosen these women honorees. So it's truly about what you do and your job and how you impact people. And it's something about that to be said. My mentor said to me, he said, Todd, and I say this to my staff, he said, don't worry about what people say. Don't worry about what people think. Keep your head down and do the work, and they'll see, and they'll see. And so we here at the Missouri MBDA has keeping our head down, doing the work, and getting the progress. Last year, we was recognized as a center of excellence, out of all the centers in the country. This year, we are on our way. So I say to my staff, and I say, no matter what they say, no matter what they think, we're doing our job according to the U.S. Department of Commerce, that they see us doing the work. And so I have a tremendous team. It is not me. It is not me. I have a great team. We have some great meetings. We have some great come to Jesus meetings. We have some late night calls. We have some hotel rah rallies. And we get the work done. And I was taught that from my boss, Miss Stacy. So will forever be my boss. No matter where I work, she's going to be the boss. So I want to introduce my team. Angelia Beals is our PR, yes, is our PR and consultant. She's a consultant. She does the PR. Been doing it for 4 years strong. And she has to tell me sometime, Todd, that ain't going, this wasn't going, and I say, okay, Angelia. New to the staff is Jennifer Williams. She is the consultant, executive assistant as a consultant. And we had already had several come to Jesus meetings. But you know, when I tell you somebody, I say to Jennifer all the time, Jesus, she just keep bugging me and bugging me. She know I go to bed at 6:30, 7 o'clock. My phone will ring, Todd, did you think about this? Todd, did you get this? Todd, we looking at this. Todd, this is this. I didn't get that email. Todd, you didn't get this. And I love it because she helps the team run. And then I want to bring up Terry Tatum, who is our business development consultant, and Alan Green. Where's Alan? So I don't know where Alan is. Okay, here he comes. Alan moves kind of slow, but he's consistent. So when I talk about the things that we do and how we get stuff done, we are blessed to be an agency not to just work here in St. Louis and not to just give people in St. Louis opportunities here in St. Louis. We're able to reach across the United States of America. we're able to reach across the states, and we're able to take a company and take them here and place them in this state, or take an opportunity from another company and bring it here. And we also are tapping the coast of Africa. So I want Terry to just briefly talk about some of the things that we are doing directly that's going to affect the city of St. Louis.
Okay, briefly. Well, again, I didn't know we were going to speak either. But again, thank all of you ladies. Before I even get into that, you know, there's levels to this thing, right? You got God, you got family, then you got work. But, man, black women, whoo! Hey, look here. Man, you know, because I lost my mother, right? But you guys as mothers, as TTs, as sisters, as daughters, as the ones who hold the village together, I don't care what nobody say. Y'all the backbone of this thing. You know what I mean? And then not behind every good man, but beside or in front of every good man is a wonderful woman. So we appreciate you guys. So I had to get that emotional thing out because, again, you know, my mom was everything to me, you know, as well as my wife. You know, I really appreciate you guys. So now we get back to the business. You know, now I can get myself back together. Okay, as Todd said, I'm consulting MBDA, been doing it for a while, and my job is to help businesses not only scale up, but to do business abroad. So I take minority businesses and I take them to Africa and the Caribbean to actually do business and actually get contracts and do the work on the continent. So we go on a couple of trade missions a year. You know, I definitely thank you. And people say, well, why and why Africa? Why not Africa? Why not Africa? You're talking about a continent of over 1 billion people where the average age is under 25. And we fighting for diversity, equity, and inclusion, and I get it. But guess what? That's a whole continent that we come from and that are us. So every nationality takes care of their community, so why don't we? So not only here, but abroad, because again, those are our brothers and sisters, and that's where we come from. The Chinese do it, the Irish do it. Everybody does it, so why shouldn't we? And also, too, I'd wear another hat as a developer, as a serial entrepreneur, because again, now I want to go around the room just really quick and talk about the people that started with me and taught me black excellence over 30 years ago, like Miss Jackie Randolph and her husband, Chief Quentin Randolph. These guys were like putting minorities and black people in position to not only get jobs, but to lead in those jobs and be excellent in what they were and to aspire to be like them, and that's what actually made me inspired to be what I am right now. And along my path, again, I got into development. They were like, hey, I was doing business in Africa. But they were like, hey, you need to come back home because we're doing a project right in your neighborhood where you grew up at, Auburn and the Holdeman Tracks. I don't know if anybody know it, but right there at the Central West End, and now we're actually closing the Delmore Divide. We actually got a 207-acre development that we're doing right there in the city, but we're not doing it alone. People are like, oh, well, what is the mayor doing? What is the city doing? You guys don't understand. They're not moving in silence, but they're moving because they're putting people in place to help people like us, that look like us, to make sure that 207 acres get developed. So now we got Stacy, we got Marla. These guys are the ones putting it together, making sure that we're included, to make sure we have the resources to get these things done. And now, even with SLDC, they're even taking it abroad because now Stacy's implementing an international business program in which I'm helping her develop so that we can take St. Louis businesses to Africa and the Caribbean. And also, too, there was another thing. And again, I'll be done, Todd. Went to SLDC, said, hey, we want to scale up. We want to do advanced manufacturing. We don't want to just build buildings and create apartments and do houses. We want to create some jobs that are going to stay, some jobs so the people can actually stay in these communities that we're helping to revitalize, right? So the first thing they said was, hey, go down and talk to Stacy. Stacy said, okay, go over here, talk to LRA. Go over there, talk to LRA. LRA said, well, Terry, look on the website. You see a building, let us know. Looked on the website. Oh, is that my cue? I didn't know if I was supposed to. So again, SLDC, they said go on the website. We found a building. We found a 57,000 square foot building that they had. They said, well, Terry, what do you want to do with it? We want to do advanced manufacturing. So now, with the help of SLDC, Stacy, Marla, Neil, all of those guys with Mayor Tashara Jones, now we're building a manufacturing facility right here that's going to produce our own steel studs and solar panels. So we'll be partnering with people like Amron. You know, Byron's already gave me the conversation like, hey, look, let me know what you need. So again, I'll let them know what I need. Greater St. Louis is in the room. Greater St. Louis will have a conversation too. So everybody, we definitely appreciate you guys. And again, as the women in this diverse business community that we have, we thank you. God bless for just having you guys, and continue to do what you do to support us and keep us strong in the battles that we face and that we deal with every day. Thank you very much.
Good afternoon. I'm the money guy. All righty. So I chase money. That's what I do. I handle the bonding and financing for MBDA. So I'm talking to the bankers, I'm talking to investors all around the country. What's interesting is that we have a tremendous amount of people around the country that call us for resources. And they come from all over. Todd just sent me someone from Arizona the other day, and I'm helping him get funding on his payroll. But we have some great news, but I can't really talk in detail because I have an NDNA on it, and that's about $2.5 billion that I went and captured. And so we're going to bring that into the St. Louis area, and we're going to do St. Louis and Mississippi. All right? What I'm happy about that is because, again, we're always chasing these dollars, and it's time for some to rest here at home. Am I correct? And so to go get this kind of pot of money and to be able to create some jobs, develop some neighborhoods, and invest in these communities is a wonderful thing. So I'm not going to belabor you because, again, the hour is long here. But MBDA, Missouri MBDA, has some wonderful things going on, and I hope you all be a part of that. Thank you.
Thank you, Alan. I just wanted to demonstrate some of the things that we are doing right here at home in St. Louis and what we're trying to create and what we're trying to bring jobs, trying to bring manufacturing, trying to develop the area, but not just doing that, looking at taking companies here and taking them abroad. But if I can have all the honorees come up, I would be remiss that this is from the state of Missouri. These proclamations are for each and every one of you. So if you could come up so we can have a group photo and you can hold your proclamation.